Hey, what's going on everybody? Blazer here today for yet another video of BlackCloverMobile. And inside of this video, guys, we're going to be going over some things to avoid making the mistakes on pretty much when the game does drop. Now, these are going to be ones that, of course, I've seen prevalent within the closed beta test, of course, that's happened. So do take this with a grain of salt because some of these systems may change, they may not. And if they do, of course, I'll be making another video pretty much correcting things that's wrong probably in this video. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. But right before we get into that, I gotta say, we did hit 700K pre-registrations for the JP version of BlackCloverMobile, which is absolutely amazing. We get all the rewards here, which are 2 ticket multis or 2 just multis in general. We get 300 crystals and SR Mimosa, which is absolutely amazing with that. Wasn't expecting it to hit it because this was last week that we kind of hit like I think 500K pre-registration, so jumping 200K was kind of unseeable for me, but apparently we ended up doing it. A lot of people registered it, so I think that's due to a lot of YouTubers and content creators teaching people how to make these JP accounts and stuff like that. So that's absolutely amazing that we ended up getting that, and that's full rewards. But that's not in the video fully, so let's go ahead and just jump into what the video is really about. Now, this is the first mistake that I want to go over, and that is bonds. Bonds you do not want to mess up because this pretty much controls whether you're going to get your character from SSR to LR, SR to LR, R to LR pretty much. This is going to control what you're able to do in the future. So you don't really want to mess up, especially when it comes to your SSR characters. Now, bonds, of course, you're able to at least grind up by using the characters themselves, mainly taking advantage over the bond stages, which we're going to talk way more about that in later on in the video, pretty much. And this is something that can help you just always get your characters up. It's the easiest way to get your characters up as fast as possible, and something you should really take advantage over. The reason I say this is because you get your free dupes from here. As you can see, there is a character dupe at level 1, a character dupe at level 4, and you want to take as much advantage over this as possible. Reasoning for this is because this is going to help you get your grades up with this. And then, of course, people make the mistake of using character dupes instead of the Clover dupes that you see at level 2 and level 5. Now, the difference between this is if we go ahead and go up, as I did say, this is for getting up your evolutions pretty much here. And once you're fully done leveling a character, which you're going to see this right here, he's getting his salary up from SSR to UR. Once you're fully done getting up a character, you're going to need dupes. Now, these dupes, of course, are going to be more and more from going from UR to LR, SR to SSR. There's going to be more and more that you're going to need. Now, as you see these clovers are specifically filled with the Clover dupe. Now, that Clover dupe is what you see by the Eloquent Mage right here, where it says next. Pretty much that Clover dupe helps you fill one of those Clover leaves. You want to use your Clover dupes only for the Clover leaves, and then use your actual dupes to get up your promotion. This is a common mistake. I mean, a common mistake. I even made this mistake, and you do not want to mess up here, because you only get a certain amount of dupes from your bond. It's literally just enough to get you to LR. And so if you accidentally use one of your character dupes early, well, that character's not hitting LR unless you're pulling that character again, or at least exchanging for them. So do not make this mistake. This is one that is very, very prevalent. It's one I'm going to pretty much harp on people for, because this can stall your progression a lot, especially with your SSR units. So try your best to avoid this. This is definitely number 1 for not making this type of mistake here. And then we're going to go ahead and go to our number 2, which is actually going to pertain to the exchange shop that he was looking at beforehand. Now, this exchange shop here has all types of deals, but the one that we want to see is saying mage pieces. Now, I have to kind of move upwards a little bit. It's kind of hard because, of course, we gotta move a little quickly past it. A few seconds, really. Nothing too quick. Now, here we go. So this exchange shop here, which is called growth, we want to pay attention to the most. This is something that you don't want to make a mistake with, because this is something that you can do daily for some of these, and some of these are just infinitely. Now, the daily purchase of this stamina. Stamina is able to be bought with just gems. You're able to get it from the general certain amount. And then, of course, you're able to get it with these little shards of our characters. Now, what I would like to say is, before doing any of this here, you want to try and get all your R characters and SR characters pretty much up, because before using their dupes, you want to make sure they're fully good, so then you can actually use some of them for different things. Because I'm not gonna lie, the R characters and SR characters are useful. They actually have some use because they're able to go to the top ranking. Their stats aren't that bad as well, and they have some very nice little tricks and gimmicks to their move sets. So make sure you get those characters up first before doing this. But growth is going to be your best friend in this game. Mainly because if you make the mistake and you don't do this, it's going to slow down your progress. So be sure to do this. Now, this is going to happen where you're going to need EXP, you're going to need upgrade stones, you're going to need stamina, and you want to take as much advantage over this as possible. You can do this infinitely for stamina, you can do this infinitely for the lesser stones. No, not infinitely for stamina. Infinitely for EXP potions, infinitely for enhance stones, but only 5 times for stamina. So you want to make sure that you do not miss these 5 at least things for stamina themselves, because that's going to help you at least progress a little bit faster. And then of course these SSR EXP potions you're going to need so heavy, because getting characters from SSR, UR, LR, stuff like that, it takes a ton of EXP potions. And this is just the SSR mage EXP potions. There are URH EXP potions as well, which carry a lot more EXP, but they're a little bit rare to come by and also have a lot more grinding within them. So you want to be sure that you're getting all of these resources as much as possible. So don't make the mistake of just not doing this, and do not make the mistake of using your SR characters or R character dupes before they're maxed out. That's something you just don't want to just try to mess up with. That not going to be very pretty. But going on to our next thing that we do not want to mess up here. I'm trying to figure out where the heck it is here. I gotta find it real quick. Oh gosh. The next one that I wanted to actually go over pertained morely to here it is, gear. Now, gear enhancing is definitely one of the few things in this game that you kind of want to pay attention to. Oh, well, that's why I wanted to show the Clover little things here, which that's more of the rank up. That's how you want to do it. But gear is more of the thing that I want to look at here. So I'm trying to figure out or find it again here. And I think here it is right here. So gear is one of those few things that I find is very important, because they will make that difference between your character. You do not want to just slap random gear on your characters, because certain characters do make a difference with what they're wearing, of course, whether it's magic attack, whether it's just basic attack, stuff like that. It makes a huge difference on your character. So every gear set will have something on there that you're going to need to pay attention to, and which it will look something like this. Now, what you don't want to do and make this mistake is pretty much upgrading gear that is not for this character or not for that said character. So like if you have magic attack on Asta, well, Asta, if I'm right, in the game has 0 magic attack. So, you know, it makes no sense putting on a magic attack set for him. It pretty much does nothing for him. So you want to make sure that you're not just upgrading these gear sets for nothing, just making them absolutely just there just to be there. These are something that you kind of want to just be like, okay, I know they're here. Don't try to make that mistake and just build the character absolutely wrong based on a gear set that you just know they're going to be there, because it's not always going to do the best for you. Now, lastly, when it does come to the things that you don't want to miss here, for the most part, I don't think it's in the video. I think he did something about it, but it may not be in the video. One video I know it is, which we're actually going to go ahead and go take a look at. Be sure to visit Giku's channel here. He actually did one on tips and tricks, so if you guys are interested in tips and tricks, be sure to check his channel out. But one of the few things that you want to pay attention to is this guy right here. Now, there is a pretty much a pet, or I guess you can call him a pet, but he is a king that you want to kill pretty much. In which I'm trying to figure out where the heck he is. I think it's on tip 4. Yes, this dude, the King Doggo dude, in which you want to find him. He's always in the overworld. This one, don't make the mistake in missing. They're gonna always give you a pretty much notification on your phone, whether you're off the game or you're on the game. And this itself is something you want to pay attention to, because he gives you a ton of gold. It's like a lot of gold, and in this game you're gonna need a ton of gold. So this man, aka King Wolf, will give you a lot of Yule. You're gonna need him. Pretty much what you do, go now before he expires, and then you want to pretty much do this whole fight with him. After you beat him, whether it doesn't matter who you do it with, after you beat him, you will get a ton of gold. And if I'm right, you actually get some gems at the end. I actually remember seeing him show that for a quick second. I think when he was choosing his team. I gotta check again. But yeah, here it is. You get 55 gems in this one, in which each time you fight this man, his level's gonna go up, of course. His recommended power is gonna go up a little bit. But it's very wise to kill this man off, because you're gonna need every last resource you can get your dang hands on. Now, I think he appears a couple times a day. So if he does appear, try to take him as much as possible. It's gonna be something that you really, really want to do. But other than that, guys, I'm going to be stepping into the tips and tricks territory, which we do not want to do. That's for a whole different video, of course, in itself. That one will be done after the game drops. But I want to say thank you guys for all the support. We've been absolutely going crazy. Yesterday's video is still going crazy. We're nearly at 470 subscribers. So let's keep on pushing. We got 3 days to the actual game drops. I think pre-download or something should be happening soon. In which once that is officially announced, I will be telling you guys how to do that. But of course, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and leave a subscribe. It really does help me out in the long run. And we're slowly making it to 500 subscribers. I'm getting actually really happy about that. But holy crap, we've come a long way. Game's almost here, and I'm freaking happy. But till next time, everybody, I want you all to stay safe, stay sharp, and stay freaking determined. And peace out to the next one.